Putting a wall up here now, fixed the roof. I'm putting a wall to divide the shed. This wall's coming away and it's going to go up to the garden. So this is going to be like a garden room in here. Like it's going to be sheltered, but it's going to be for the garden. And I'm putting this wall now, partition to go across. But I want it so this door works on it as well. This door closes off the other wee shed. But I've got to tape this. Look at the size of these big screws here. The reason why I'm doing this, I got myself an impact screwdriver. Never had one before. I've drilled a wee pilot hole roughly, it's not very big. Pilot hole would just go through that and no more. So we'll test these drills out here now and you see the difference. So this is Parkside state of the art 12 volt tool, brushless. There's only 12 volt, torque control, no hammer action. It's just a screwdriver really, drill screwdriver. But it's not how I do it. I couldn't do this by hand. But you get an idea. And you know what? I'm impressed. I actually didn't get it done. But I'll tell you the problem is, that's unbelievable there. Where did I try this bush? This bush wasn't getting in the top one. Maybe that bit of what would softer. Here's the boys. The boys were struggling with the top one. The boys just could the battery, like what's the battery do? But I'll tell you the thing is, like I got this drill here, so maybe it's not so great. It's very heavy. This is impact screwdriver. It's drove in that big screw to start, but you've no idea how hard you're pushing. You can't sense how hard you're pushing. Look at this bit. Unlike the other screwdrivers, I have to push hard to get them in. I'm surprised that one didn't stop. I just wanted to, because I knew that one was struggling a bit. I must just get a block of wood and do a few trials on a block of wood. This is an old piece of wood, it's part rotten, this part not so bad. But this one here, she bangs away on like a hammer drill. The main difference with that, you don't push hard. It's completely different how it works. And it easily drives through. Never had a driver one before. Impact driver. Couldn't understand how they worked. I know you get special bits that are tougher so they don't break. I don't have any special bits. But next time I get a big hard screw and try that out, we'll film it again. I should have taped this bar here. I cut off 4 inches of bar and I put it underneath that board to keep the board off the concrete. Now that's pressure treated, that's our second hand decking. There won't be much water in here now, like. So I've that one there screwed to the top. I'm trying to put a wall here now. And I'm using this impact driver. The only thing I'll say against the impact driver, it's not magnetic and the bit keeps falling out every time. Like the wee one's magnetic. That wee cheap one there is magnetic. So every time you lift it out your drill, the bit stays on it. Why that's not, now probably magnets won't work with impact, but it's very annoying every time, you even have ball bearings or something, every time you go lift it out, it falls. But so with each screw is now, I have a little pipe underneath, and I've drilled putting the raw plugs with this big drill is breaking on me. The hammer action's not working right, it's just wore out. It's hammering but it's not going right. When you put that in there, when you don't know if you're 100% on the raw plug or not, you can't, because of the hammer action, you can't feel it. When a normal drill, you'd feel it. See where I can tilt the screw slightly, and you could very easily miss the raw plugs. That's the raw plugs I'm using now, the blue ones. So that's the only disadvantage with the impact driver. But it works really. The idea of it's brilliant, like. See, I've never had one before. I bought that about a month ago. I never got that in the clearance sale. I just bought it, I don't know, did I get that? I wouldn't have paid full price, but it wasn't in the warehouse clearance sale. I had it before that. So I can't mind how much I paid for that. I need to look up the receipts. But then again, it didn't come with a battery. That wood's tripping me. So I don't know how much smart ply I need for the house. I ordered 11 sheets. Could have 11 sheets was curtain here. So I think Not big money spent here, but 3 sheets of smart ply for that wall there. It works out cheap when you buy a pile of it, so I'll get the receipt tomorrow and know exactly what it costs. But the the original fence posts for my garden, and you can see it's starting to bust in places. My concrete's busting. I have my shed bolted onto that. So I don't know if it's going to bust completely or what. It's probably not 100% when I built the shed, but it's quite a big post. The posts themselves are in good condition. If worse comes to worse, I'll stick in a metal pole and cement it into the ground and bolt it onto the side. But that there is straight, that's crooked. So you can see where it sits out a bit. So I'm having to bring my wall out slightly crooked, slight angle, so the wood comes past us to hide all this crap here, like make it neat. It's going to be a hassle taking our shelf away because I have my electrics in here. And whenever the wall's up, the shelf can stay. I don't want to make this wall 100% airtight as such, because the birds have to get to this side. The wee birds are going to fly in, and they're going to fly over to this side. The nest over here. So the height the wood's at now, it's going to come near the top, but I'll cut holes out to allow the birds to fly. That gate doesn't reach the full height anyway. So I'll see what happens when the wee birds come. Ideal being the birds can come and go as they want, like. I'm starting to build this wall now. I used our decking boards to go along the top. I'm going to cut these sheets because the top beam sits out from this post. I'm going to cut my plywood, a couple inches off the plywood, so the plywood sits in here. And it'll just be off the floor, no more, so any damp on the floor won't go in there. I'll leave it a wee bit there for the cables. I have to cut that wee bit ready for the cables. But all the sheets are just that wee bit too long. Of all the tools I have, I hate this saw here. I really hate this saw. Never liked the saw. But I'm going to use it for this here. Speed things up. And you know what, but this is a loud out beast. So it normally smashes all the wood up, it leaves lots of splinters, but it's pretty good with that smart plywood. Doesn't damage it too much. I say, no, if you nice sheet of plywood, that wrecks it there. You know, it's never really precise, like, but it's worked well with that smart ply. Very loud, very, very loud. So I've this wee bit to cut out here now. I'll cut that out with a jigsaw. That's to allow for the cables. There's flexes and all going through there. Here's a wee tip for somebody like myself working on their own. I want that there nice and flush to the bottom, nice and flush to the top. Now, millimetre out there. That's because wood just bends. But if you're working on your own, you see the way I have the piece of wood to keep it off the ground. Piece of wood to keep it off the ground, but the floor is not level. And see the way I put the hammer underneath. By putting the hammer underneath, you can tilt the height of that board. So if I move that hammer in the ways, that board will go higher up. Move the hammer out the ways, the board goes lower down. That's how you fit doors. So if you look up there now, she is dead level at the top. I'll move this hammer in here to show you. Just so people know these things. By moving the hammer in there now, it takes no strength. See now she's sitting forward. And the way adjustments like that there, and that's how you get the things perfect. Should have left it alone, should have left it alone. Other than that, you can have somebody standing there and just say push the board up. And it'll be a lot handier. So because of gravity, I'll do the top screw first. Because I always usually let it down. And then put in all these end ones, put in the bottom ones, put in the top ones. That's the job done. I'll then put a board, rather than build the frame, I'll put a board behind to join the other two together and attach it on. There's one bad thing with this impact screwdriver. Because it hasn't got a magnetic end, every time you go to pick it up, the screwdriver bit is missing. It would be very, very annoying. So I think what's going to end up happening, I'll put the screws in a wee bit with a normal drill and then go around with the impact screwdriver. It's really doing my head in the way it falls out. But see, like that board there is not 100% lined up there now. I would push that in with my hand and then put the screw in. Maybe only a shed, but you practice getting things perfect and things like sheds, and then you go to fit a kitchen and stuff. Now I'll be using this stuff inside my bedroom. I've never used it before, so I'll see how it works here. Do the screws go in too deep or whatever? So I can practice with this here and see how well cuts, and I know it doesn't splinter too much, so I'm learning a lot. So try and do 100% here. I need 2 hands to hold this board in here, and the rest then I can just throw up quickly. I never had an impact screwdriver before, and this is the first weekend to use one. But I'll tell you what I've noticed. When you put the screw in slowly first, you put in, it'll start off not impacting. It just puts in like a normal drill. And then when it gets stiff, it starts banging. And you can get it just sort of countersunk. So it is quite handy, like, you have more control when it's not banging. So it's a good enough job as far as putting screws in and getting stubborn ones out, but it's no good the bit falling out. Need a wee bit of chewing gum or something like. Maybe if you made the wee bit magnetic with a magnet first. I have a nice speaker in here. Got a speaker. See it's falling out again. See where it falls out? Please see this here now for a wee tip. Anybody got an old speaker of any kind? There's a car speaker lying in here. See, I keep everything. Someday it'll come in handy. There's a car speaker there now. Oh, I've lost it now. Oh, there. So if you set on a car speaker, I've said maybe 10 minutes. I'm only going to give it I'm going to give it 20 seconds. I haven't got time. But then you go for a cup of tea, set it on a car speaker, and let's see now what it's like. Oh, still fell out. And all we tip, put the whole drill on a car speaker. And now, it's twice the speed now. I'm sure the bigger the magnet, the better, like. But magnetize both of them. Let's see what that 20 seconds does now. See, I would give it 5 minutes, but people say my videos are too long. I don't know. It's not going to work. I'm going to give up on that idea. I might make a cup of tea shortly, you know, and just leave it on the speaker and see what happens. But I'll drive the rest of these in here now. Tell you what it doesn't do, it doesn't skate off the screw. So it doesn't rip the head of the screws, like, it's good for that. I'm building this outdoor kitchen now. That larder unit, I got this kitchen a couple of years ago from my niece. She moved into a house, ripped the kitchen out. There was a big corner unit. I couldn't get the corner unit and the door in my spare room. So I had to smash the corner unit up. I had to break up the larder unit. But I rebuilt the larder unit, so you see originally it was all stapled together. I've screwed it together. I've got the doors and all for them. And I'm rejigging things around because I think the larder, like in a Hoover, I keep my Hoover not out here instead of the house. So there's the kitchen. There's, you know, I've got the roof. It's going to be dry, and whenever the decking's on, it'll be all nice and level and all that. So it'll be a nice wee room when it's finished. I'm taking that wall away there. There's a possibility rain might blow in. So if rain blows in, I'll use a bit of plywood there to just shield this a bit. I'm trying to keep the view from the sun. I'm in the kitchen looking out. I want it nice and neat. I'm going to paint that wall up and all. No wall cupboards. I give the wall cupboards away. Should have kept them, you know. Might see the sister if I get them back after. She only keeps crap on them anyway. I've got the doors and all. That wee unit, all these other units I'm not using, I'll put them around the other side. So here's the other side here, you see this wall now. So we're putting a wall here, I'm going to get lots of proper storage. I'm keeping the plywood in there now for the new bedroom. Whenever that's used up there, I'm going to put more shelves against this wall. Because I've some shelves, I've a double larder unit in the room at the minute, no doors on it, but the doors are lying over there. And as I use all this stuff up, all this crap here gets used up as well. There's all the 2x4s and all. So that's all salvage wood I've kept for this project. Once this project's finished, I won't be needing all that stuff. I say I'd like a new roof on, but it might be next year now. The new roof's be about maybe 400, 500 pounds to replace the roof. And then no more drips or nothing like that. So all I've done here now, I've run a batten along the bottom, and I've taken the feet off all these cupboards. I've only got the feet on the front. And then all the cupboards sit on the batten, keeps them all level. This one here, I think that might have been her sink one, you know, and the back was smashed bringing it out. So I put that wee bit of wood in there now. I'm going to set that in place. Get them all screwed together, them two screwed together, get them lined up. The wall goes out of a slight wee bowl over there. It's not dead level because there's a concrete pillar that's crooked. So I'll lift this wee cupboard out like so. This wall's not sitting on the ground. You see the wee bit of pulling it. The wall's off the ground. I have bits of steel holding pressurised timber batting along the bottom, and then that all wood screws onto that. So none of the wood's actually touching the ground. If you were to put a hose pipe on one side now, so the water would run underneath and not touch the wood. Don't know if you see the wee bars here now. You see now the way that wood's off the ground. The wee metal bars. I used metal conduit. You don't see it from this side, you see it from the other side. I used metal conduit everywhere there was a screw going under the floor. This side here I'm just using offcuts of decking to level off the feet. Whenever I put the decking on here, when you're decking the floor, it'll probably come up to that height there. And then the floor will be level. It's just a matter of screwing this in now, getting it leveled off with the other ones. So the front foot needs to go down here, get that level and screwed together. Although this is only a shed, like, that wall comes out slightly down there, like it says, because of the concrete pole. This is all sitting, see where this cupboard is starting to come out? That's because the bottom's held out because the wall's slightly crooked. I'm going to scribe that down there. But bear in mind, in the shed I've got a tyre lever for a motorbike. So I'm just going to put the tyre lever for the motorbike along there and draw it down with my pencil line. So that'll follow the wall. I'll do this, I have to need two hands, do the same on the top, cut that down with a jigsaw and that'll be scraped in and then the whole lot sits tight. All I have is these two offcuts of tabletop. That's where the sink was. So you know the front of the sink was all smashed away. I need to try and cut that nice and square. But that's a corner. That's a corner piece there. There was a tabletop come out here. So I'm going to try, that needs cut off square. That piece there will fit over that wee cabinet, that'll fit over that cabinet, and the joint will be right between the cabinets. So to try and get it square, I took off the silicone. I slide up this board up first, tight against the wall, tight against that. So I now know that's square. So now that I know that's square, I can slide this back here and draw my pencil line there. Make sure that's in tight. Make sure the two of them's in tight. If I draw my pencil line, that one should be square to that. After that then the other one might be a bit awkward because this is not a square corner here. So unless I flip the board round the ways and put that to the back to try and get it square. The only way, you can't trust saws or nothing. They won't get it too square. You've got a curved side and all that there. You never get it, it'd be always off. So I'll draw a pencil line here now and I'll cut that off. So there's the first piece done there. That's close enough there, boys. I need to cut this off now exactly there. So I know that's square. I bring this piece now over the top, turn it round. This piece here is shorter, so it should work. Line it up to the back of the wall, slide it down until it's level with these cabinets. Smidge it, that's close enough at that, you know. So if I draw my pencil line there now, that should be cut square as well. Normally you would put a metal bracket to join these surfaces together. I'm going to just put silicone to join them together because the shed's still damp. So this is the outdoor kitchen so far. I gave the sister the two top cupboards last year. I'm going to ask for them back because they match the bottom ones. There is snow. There is snow. Easter holidays. Bank holiday weekend is a Thursday. Tomorrow's Good Friday. I'm putting the shed in here, the shelves, and there's snow. This is the morning after the day before. After a wee clean up. Whenever the decking's put across here, that'll be nice and level. The decking will be stopping just here. The decking will just stop at these cupboards. I have two base units left over. So not this weekend, I don't know when. I'm going to swap them over with sister and get the two wall cupboards that belong to this kitchen. She has the two wall cupboards in her shed. So if I take them up to hers, we do a swap. This is the old cupboard now that I had in a wee storage cupboard in where the bedroom is now, where the old bedroom was. I got that in IKEA. So that came on a pile of wood, £5 for a trolley wood of firewood, and I bought the doors at 5 each. Different time. So I'm keeping all my tools in there now. Like everything's all organised now. Like you can get what you want. No more hooking around in the dark. Put the gardening stuff at the very top, and the wee slatted shelves. Nothing heavy there, but you can see through it and see what you have. While if you had a solid wooden one, you wouldn't see at the back. Put the leaf blower on top. No, the leaf blower wouldn't fit. Over there now, that's all the new wood. A couple of old boards there, but that engineering plywood behind, that's for my bedroom. That stuff behind. So when that wood's used up, that'll free up that space. So if the sister doesn't want the base units, I'll stick the base units across there. I'm going to take away that big garage door. I'm going to put on a small garage door. Get a second hand one and board up that end. And all spare timber and all can be kept in there. I always like a wee bit of timber lying about the place. And that's my old tool shed and then my old workbench. That needs right out there. It was too awkward going and getting the stuff. So they have the wee lockers there, but coming out. And I'll keep the bench and all in there. It was handy enough. So today now I'm going to tackle the fence post. Move the clotheslines back here. So the clotheslines are away from the back door now, so there. Look at the sun shining in my new bedroom. That's the whole idea of moving the bedroom over there. The sun is shining on it, and Luna loves to lie in the bed with the sun shining on it. It's like a summer's day in there now. I'll get you a wee biscuit now, Luna.